Hello Geminis, and welcome to your April 2026 monthly horoscope. My name is Justina. Welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back and thank you for joining me today. Alright, so here today we are going to look at April, what's happening astrologically speaking, and here we've got quite a few events, important events taking place, especially Uranus leaving Taurus, a highlight of the month. So here this horoscope is most accurate for your rising sign, aka ascendant sign, but you can also watch it for your moon sign or your sun sign if you wish, just to get a bigger picture and a wider perspective upon your life. So here I follow Western astrology. Thank you very much. And let's begin. All right, so we start with a full moon in Libra happening on the 2nd of April at 12 degrees of Libra. So here, where is Libra in your birth chart? So Libra, this is your 5th house, the house of self-expression, romance, your inner child, conception, children. Full moons, this is the middle of the lunation cycle. So it depends what cycles you follow. I enjoy following the gestational lunar cycle, which works best if we look at the degrees. So if you have any important degrees at 12 degrees of Libra, then you would have to look back at what happened 18 months ago during the new moon in Libra. It could have been an eclipse. I can't tell you. I don't remember at the back of my mind. But what's happening here, basically the developments that occurred 18 months prior could be very much prominent during this time. So full moons bring clarity, they bring revelations, turning points, the need to let go of what doesn't serve us. But at the same time, with full moons, this is also a time of a culmination, clarity. The moon is fully visible in the sky. This is a time when our emotions are high, usually, but we often also experience insomnia. So the fifth house also is the house of hobbies and passions. So this could be a time of clarity, of greater awareness regarding anything to do with personal project, your business if you're self-employed, your romantic relationship, maybe an important project you've been working on is coming to an end. It might be reaching a point of completion. Perhaps you are realizing that there's something or someone blocking you and making it difficult for you to express yourself confidently and fully. So generally, this is also a time when you will be thinking about whether there is enough happiness and joy in your life. Libra is the sign of balance. So any imbalance in this area of your life will become very prominent. Now, as we move forward on April the 9th, Mars enters Aries. So Mars in Aries feels fantastic. This is your 11th house of friendships and group dynamics, teamwork, long-term goals and plans. So here, Mars here tends to energize our social life. So generally here, with so much happening already in your house of Aries, which is Saturn and Neptune as of February 2026. Then here we've got Mars, and soon Mercury and the Sun will come here, and a new moon. So lots happening in this area of your life this month, which could make you think about your friendships, the people that you surround yourself with in your life, social circles as well. So overall, on the one hand, yes, there could be a lot happening in your social circle, maybe some social gatherings or networking happening here as well. But on the other hand, here with Mars in the 11th house, very often we also deal with any projects, important projects. And generally Martian energy can make you very ambitious, and maybe you will be leading an important project. There could be an opportunity for that as well. So overall here, watch out. With Mars, generally we need to keep a healthy balance, because sometimes Mars can make us too impulsive, especially if someone disagrees with us. So something to watch out for, basically speaking. But other than that, Mars brings a lot of great energy. So it's a good time for getting yourself out there, for meeting new people, for joining networking, expanding your network connections as well. Now, on the 13th, Mars and Neptune will align. So we've got a conjunction here. Bear in mind, Mars will activate the Saturn and Neptune conjunction. So generally, your social circle is undergoing a big shift and change in the next 2 years, and connections that are out of alignment and might naturally dissolve while other people will come into your reality, and you'll have an opportunity for strengthening the connections that you want to keep in your life. But at the same time, Mars and Neptune conjunction, this is a day, it's not a day for making any drastic, important decisions. This energy could bring a certain degree of lack of clarity, especially about your direction, the direction that you're heading, because the 11th house is also the house of our future goals and plans. But at the same time, it's a great day for engaging in some creative, inspirational projects, for example, as well. Now, at the same time, if something isn't clear, if you're involved in any important teamwork projects, if you think that things aren't clear, clarify them. Don't make any assumptions on this day. Clarify expectations, because this will help you avoid any misunderstandings. Now, mid-April, we've got a shift of energy. We've got Mercury moving into your area of the 11th house. So here again, the focus shifts, especially since Mercury is your chart ruler, maybe your sun ruler if you're watching for your sun sign. But overall, this is an important planet for you. So Mars, your chart ruler, moving into the 11th house of Aries, your focus shifts towards your friendships, social situations, and anything to do with your future plans. So you may find yourself thinking or talking more about your goals, for example, about where is it that you want to go next with your life overall. Now, on the 16th, we've got the Sun and Chiron conjunction. So this is happening in your 11th house yet again, and generally this energy could bring any feelings of belonging. It could bring back from the past situations when you felt unsupported as well. So this gives you this good opportunity for healing unhealed feelings, emotions, memories, seeing them from the different light and letting go, releasing them. This energy can bring a lot of healing vibe or essence energy, but at the same time, it could help you to also close some important chapters in your life. All right. So at the same time, this energy could also help you to see some of your connections, relationships from a different angle, different light, maybe more understanding about some connections as well. Now, on the 17th, we've got a new moon in Aries happening at 28 degrees of Aries. So a very late degree of a new moon indicates a feeling of urgency. Aries is already a sign associated with impatience and fast movement, and this is happening at a late degree in your 11th house. So, for example, let me give you an example, because this is happening in your area of groups, teamwork, future goals. So perhaps if you've been thinking about joining a group or a network, then this new moon might push you to make this final decision. This could also be a time when you might attract or meet some new people that could perhaps influence your direction, the direction that you're heading. And at the same time, this new moon makes you think about your goals, your future plans as well. Maybe you're reevaluating your communities that you belong to, for example. So it's a really powerful new moon for setting intentions for the future. Remember, new moon is not about having that full clarity. It's about having an idea. So write things down and see where these intentions, these ideas, these goals will take you. Now, between the 19th and the 20th, we've got a slight shift of energy, more serious energy in the air, because we've got Mars, Mercury, and Saturn conjoining. So these alignments overall between the 19th and the 20th bring more serious energy, and this is happening yet again in your 11th house. So overall, this energy brings more discipline, especially when it comes to your thinking, decision making as well, that you might find yourself having some important conversations. Maybe you'll be presenting work. This is connected to public speaking as well, but at the same time, this is a serious time. So it's a time for making serious decisions, strategic decisions. And at the same time, this could be connected to an opportunity for some kind of group involvement. But this is about something serious and lasting, something that could potentially influence your reputation. So you need to be realistic about your goals, about your expectations, what you're able and capable of achieving. Now, April the 20th brings the beginning of Taurus season. The sun enters Taurus on April the 20th, and this is your 12th house. So Taurus season is usually a time of withdrawal, contemplation, and going within. That's your 12th house energies. So that's from the 20th. The energy shifts towards perhaps wanting to be alone or perhaps at home. This is a time when you absorb other people's energy very easily, when you attract people who want to share their emotional stories with you. You need to protect your energies. It's okay to help and listen, but also protect your aura, protect your energies so that you don't absorb other people's energies. And what you might find beneficial during this time is taking a bath, going for a walk, and overall finding ways to release the excess of energies, but at the same time doing things from the comfort of a place that brings comfort overall. So you might need more privacy, you might need more rest, and this is a time of reflection overall. Now, April the 24th, that's Venus and Uranus conjunction, the very, very last conjunction between Venus and Uranus in the sign of Taurus, and this is happening at 29 degrees of Taurus on the 24th. This is happening in your 12th house, and this is huge because this is generally a couple of days before Uranus moves into your first house. Uranus and Venus, this could be about some surprises, developments, realizations, maybe some spiritual awakening phase for some. And perhaps for some, this could be about some moments of big strong flashes of intuition or ideas or conclusions, or generally listen to your intuition, listen to the thoughts running through your mind, because there could be some really valuable guidance coming through, happening out of the blue. Now, between the 24th, 26th, we've got this major new cycle starting. Uranus enters your first house. So this is a huge, absolutely massive. And we had a taste of this energy last year between July and beginning of November. And this time around, Uranus is not going anywhere. It's going to stay here for the next 7 years. So this is a big reinvention of oneself. This is a change of direction, change of your style, change of your look. And I've seen it in so many Geminis, the sun and ascendant especially, huge reinvention of oneself, and finally the motivation and the courage to break free from what doesn't serve you, from what holds you back, connections, influences, habits. So this is a time of a brand new direction in your life. This is a time when you want more independence. This is when you might be changing your identity, your style, your look, maybe some new hobbies, new interests, new friends. And it's a really exciting period for you and an opportunity to live more authentically, but at the same time to experiment with new possibilities as well. So on this note, I wish you a wonderful month, Geminis. All the very best, and until the next time, bye for now.